I still believe you shouldn't buy the Apple Watch Series 3. I've already made a video on the reasons why I don't want you, the consumer, to buy the Apple Watch Series 3. You could check out that video right here. But that video has a lot of views, and with views comes the hate. And I'll perfectly admit it. I glossed over the minor features that the Apple Watch Series 3 offers. The main feature, the absolute main feature on the Series 3 is a cellular connection. But there are some minor features that comes with the Series 3. But I just glossed over those minor features so that I could try to persuade you to think about buying the Apple Watch Series 2, which has all the basic fundamentals of a smartwatch. It's waterproof, has GPS, great display, great battery life. You don't really need anything more. But in this video, I'm not gonna gloss over the minor features of the Apple Watch Series 3. I'm instead gonna tell you everything you need to know about the Apple Watch Series 3. So you can make your own decision whether you want to buy the Apple Watch Series 3 or the Apple Watch Series 2. First of all, there's two different Series 3. One with cellular and one without. The one with it costs $400. The one without it only costs $330. But you're also paying for something extra, which I'll get to in a minute. First of all, the major feature in the Apple Watch Series 3 with cellular, of course, is the LTE connection. That's where Apple's trying to sell you. Sure, LTE is nice on a watch. You can leave your phone at home if you're going on an errand or going on a hike in the woods. You don't have to take your phone everywhere if you just have your Apple Watch with LTE right on you. But there are some negatives to having LTE on a watch. This is a first generation Apple product with LTE on a watch. Some people say you shouldn't buy first generation products. This is one of them. But with LTE on your watch, you could call people, you could text people, actually only text people with iOS devices. You could get all those wonderful app notifications. You could stream music right straight from your watch to your AirPods or any other wireless headsets. Having LTE on your watch is a great thing, but not when you consider the negatives of it. Just to even have LTE on your watch, you have to pay $10 a month for you to even have LTE connection. $10 a month is $100 a year, and that's $240 over 2 years, $360 over 3 years. That $10 a month starts to add up over time. This isn't your phone where you're gonna use the LTE connection every single day. This is your watch where you may use the LTE once in a blue moon. And also, when you use the LTE connection, the battery life is absolutely horrific. On your Apple Watch, you only get 1 hour of talk time, and that's it. Just 1 hour. On the latest iPhone, I think you have around 12 to 13 hours of talk time. On the Apple Watch, you only get 1. Using the LTE connection puts a lot of strain on the battery life. A lot. So if you have the LTE connection, you're not only paying for it monthly with a $10 fee, you're also gonna have to adjust to that horrible LTE battery life on the Apple Watch. When you're not using the LTE, the battery life is great, gets you through almost 2 days. But when you're using the LTE connection, it goes down fast. But cellular isn't the only feature on the Apple Watch Series 3. Now let's get into some of the minor features on the Apple Watch Series 3. And they are pretty minor. That still matters if you're making a decision in between the Apple Watch models. First of all, on the Apple Watch Series 3, you have 16 gigabytes of storage. On the Series 2, you only get 8 gigabytes of storage. You could pack way more songs and albums onto your watch that you can listen to with your AirPods without your phone. The Apple Watch is kind of becoming the modern day iPod. Just put thousands of songs on here and you can listen to them with your AirPods. Even though most people don't have AirPods, most people should start thinking about getting not even AirPods, just a Bluetooth headset, especially if you have an Apple Watch. But also on the Series 3, you get 728 megabytes of RAM. This is about 200 megabytes of extra RAM compared to the Series 2, which only has 512 megabytes of RAM. So you got 512 and then 728. This should help the Series 3 to last longer in the future and for better performance right now. One of the features that Apple talked about in the keynote, which right now feels a while ago, but it was only 2 weeks ago, that is that Siri can actually speak to you now. It's gonna speak to you on this very tiny Apple Watch speaker on the side of it. And this only happens on the Series 3. I actually use Siri a little bit on my watch, more often than I use it on my phone. But here's the question to you. Do you actually need Siri to speak to you, or can you just look at the Apple Watch itself? It's handy at sometimes, but is it really necessary? Same question with LTE connection. Also, the Apple Watch Series 3 is actually 2 slices of paper thicker. I'm quoting Apple on that. It's 2 slices of paper thicker than the Series 2. And the Series 2 is already moderately big. 2 slices of paper shouldn't make a huge difference, but just take a note on that. Apple in the keynote announced their very own wireless charger. They call it AirPower. With AirPower, the Series 3 is going to be able to charge wirelessly along with the iPhone X, iPhone 8, and the AirPods wireless charging case. The Apple Watch Series 3 doesn't have the Qi wireless standard. It's just gonna work with Apple's very own technology. So if you have the Series 2 and Series 1, it's not gonna work with the AirPower wireless charger. Only the Series 3 is gonna work. The Apple Watch Series 3 has a slightly upgraded Bluetooth. This time it's Bluetooth 4.2. The Series 1 has Bluetooth 4.0. This new upgraded Bluetooth should allow for better connections over longer possible distances. Don't forget the Series 3 also has the W2 wireless chip. This is gonna make any Bluetooth connections with Apple's very own Bluetooth headsets. For example, Beats and AirPods. They are going to connect very fast with the Apple Watch Series 3. We're now getting to the final minor features of the Apple Watch Series 3. The Series 3 now has a barometer. A barometer measures altitude. iPhones have had a barometer for years now, ever since the iPhone 6. But now Apple has put a barometer in the Apple Watch Series 3. This is truly only going to be useful if you do winter sports such as snowboarding and skiing, and if you go out and hike. But to the average person, you're not going to use this day to day. And lastly, the Apple Watch Series 3 has a brand new processor. Apple calls it the S3. This processor is 70% faster than the Series 2 and should make your watchOS 4 experience on the Series 3 very snappy and quick. That's where the features end with the Apple Watch Series 3. You got the LTE connection, you got upgraded storage, and you got the nice processor. That's really it. I still don't believe the Apple Watch Series 3 is worth your money. Go out and try and find the Apple Watch Series 2 if you want the latest and greatest from an Apple Watch. I know it's a downgrade, but you're saving some money. And right now, we all need to save some money with the iPhone X coming up, which is, by the way, $1,000. Subscribe right here to stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.